welcome back to the heartsofiron 4. This is Black Prince Gaming. We're back with another video. This was another fan suggestion, so we are going to be playing as Japan. And we're going to be playing on the Alone Against the World mod, so we're going to play their nightmare scenario. The entire world is going to turn against me. So yeah, should get pretty interesting, but we're going to start the game here. And in about a month we will get a couple of decisions that will basically decide how we want this to go down, and we're going to go for immediate war against everyone, just because I think that will make for a more fun game. So first and foremost, what focus should we go down? Probably going down historical Japan. So we want to purge the Coda faction. Or actually, is there benefits to going somewhere else maybe? Communists could get more recruitable population, which may actually be quite necessary. But I think realistically we want a strong Japan, so we're going to go with the usual sort of things. Yeah, definitely going to go down the usual path. So, historical Japan versus the entire world. Sounds like fun. We're going to bring everyone back to the home islands as well, because I cannot hold everything overseas, I highly doubt, and we're going to want everyone back. But yeah, I will start myself. We're going to go with some usual research stuff, basic machine tools, construction 1, electromechanical engineering, and better guns. Really hoping we actually make it somewhere actually by getting those research buffs, I realise, but hey. We'll have to see what we can do. To tell a lie, the first week into the game, basically, we get our first event. Okay, so we could give them to the Allies, we could give them to the Comintern, we could have Germany. We're going to have the US. This is going to bug out for a second, but if we wait for it to load, everything is basically going to get annexed by the US, which I think is realistically the nightmare scenario they wanted. Oh, it is really taking some time to think about this. I don't think the game is happy. There we go. So yeah, this is the absolute nightmare scenario I can imagine for Japan. As basically everything is controlled by the US and we are completely alone against the world. But yeah. So, in about another month's time, it'll tell me when I want the war to kick off. Oh my god, they get all the divisions as well. I was not counting on that. The US Army is about to be absolutely massive. And yes, with a situation like this, we get the option, do we want to core the world? So, yeah, we're going to go with the fact that core in the world. And so you can go with 1 year to prepare, you can go 3 years, so you're looking at about 1939 to a realistic war sort of time. Or you can go no further preparation necessary, and like I said, we want to make this difficult, so no further preparation is necessary. Here comes the entire world to try and strike us out. So there we go, we're going to have a strike force navy out and about, and then we've got all of our submarines here. We're actually going to take them down to 20. You to 20, and we're going to pop another group in whose job will be to get up to 20 as well, which I think is about optimal for your submarine sort of wolf packs, or that's what I would normally aim for strong sort of submarine raiding packs. Obviously you could split them smaller if you wanted to try and keep things more like more disjointed, but I think that's probably going to be good for now. There we go, immediately into a battle against some American convoys. Oh, we got our first naval battle actually with that in mind. We have, and look at that blow to the American Navy straight off the bat. We did lose some submarines, but a worthy loss when we're taking down their ships like this. But I mean, look, it's the HMS Cornwall, the HMS Resolution. So it's a combined navy from all across the world there. That looks like British forces actually. Yeah, so I imagine this is like a British Asian force, so obviously we're going to encounter a lot more fleets from across the world here, and you can see they're already starting to take Sakhalin, and they'll be coming for Korea shortly, I am sure of it. Now that is a good naval battle right there. HMS Eagle, the Saratoga, the Lexington and the Ranger, so that is the American carriers just knocked out of the war immediately. Not that it's going to matter too much because they're going to have a hell of a lot of places to stage planes, but that is a good early victory against their fleets. Because that's all we want. We want to stop them, basically. We want to hold, hopefully, the sea zones at least around the home islands, because if we can hold them, it's going to do a hell of a lot for us when we want to try and re-invade the mainland, because obviously that will be the end aim, is to re-invade and maybe try and sweep up as much as Europe, especially because we have cores in it, so that land will be immediately valuable to us. Okay, now this is a big battle here. We've got a whole fleet in. Can we do some severe damage here to the Americans? Oh, they're bringing in more. We have got planes up and over this. Oh, we're losing a lot of destroyers there, but I think they're losing a lot too. Come on. Okay, we're pulling out. But yeah, I think that's been pretty good damage we've done against them, although we did lose a lot of destroyers, but they lost some submarines and some cruisers as well, so pretty good going. Okay, that's maybe the scariest thing I've ever seen in this game ever. This stack of 182 submarines. Well, it was 183, but I killed one, but Jesus. If that just stays out there raiding, that is going to be absolute hell to break. I definitely need to try and invest in maybe some destroyers. We have, though, set our experimental facility onto fleet submarines. The plan is we mass produce those and try and sort of slowly take back the sea. As you can see right now, we're doing quite strong as we just redeployed our main navy. I keep deploying them, bringing them back into port, and then deploying them again just to give them time to repair and heal up as well. Because I don't want them to basically just expend themselves in these fights. I want them to have enough time to heal back up as well in port and also gain back some organisation. So hopefully this will sort of slowly eke away at the naval war and make it so it's not such an insurmountable goal to finally win back naval supremacy. There we go, another big win for the fleet there, taking down 2 battleships. Schlesien and the Verano. Such a mix of fleets here. I think that's some German, some Italian, like when I look at that. Taking down their submarines as well, just bit by bit, so I've got all my air over this one region in hopes that I can sort of slowly cut away at their fleets. And we are looking to maybe make a little foray back onto the continent now. It's been a couple years of prep building up, so we're going to see if we can't land some guys and maybe try and push out a little bit. But the US passed the Neutrality Act. I mean, I feel like you're a little bit late on that, the US, considering, I mean, look at this that you own. It's absolutely crazy how much they own here. Yeah, definitely don't think neutrality is an option for you at this point, US, so, you know, guess now's as good a time as any to put that doctrine out. Okay, so this has really not gone well, making our way back onto the continent. We've surrounded the port, but you can see, look at all these little light tank divisions they just have. So that's the French one. I don't even know who they are. French, Russian, I think another Russian. Oh my god. It's absolutely crazy the defense they're mustering. They just have light tanks everywhere. Okay, this is going to be a lot harder than I thought. I at least thought we could surround this port, maybe hold, you know, some of this river line in Korea, but my god, they are just absolutely obliterated us there. And yeah, we completely lost all of those troops in that landing. That is not good at all. I guess we're going to have to actually work on it a bit more and prep ourselves for, you know, the eventuality that we may not even get back onto the continent at any point. Maybe we're going to have to make some super marines is sort of the thought I'm going with, but yeah, this is crazy. We have the Americans actually trying to attack the home islands. So there we go, we would take that because we would take the easy casualties that are coming from that. And yeah, we're just going to push our way over, we're going to kill them, crush them out. And take the nice casualties we can make against them. Alright, you lads all in as well, and you're going to start attacking these guys and kicking them out. A nice few divisions. Is that a heavy tank? No. Surely not. But yeah, and we'll crush them out, and that'll be lovely. Victory to be proud of. 20 light cruisers, 45 destroyers, 3 heavy cruisers, 2 battleships, and a plane. You love to see that. Our fleet has come out in full force there, and we're actually going to pull them back now. tell them to head straight back to Hiroshima, where they're going to repair back up and get ready for the next fight that they may be involved in. At the same time, we're also going to pull our submarines away so they can have a little bit of a moment as well. You want to keep cycling them out is what I'm finding works best. Just keep cycling them, make sure that they've got enough in them to keep going and keep pumping out units basically. Okay, here come the US again. I'm actually going to pull out of this area so then they come in. It's always a good tactic, just make sure that we absolutely kill off like a ton of them. And then yeah, we push in from all other sides. And there we go, my guys have actually launched as well there. We've got these guys out, they look like they are actually damaging the US fleet, which is good. Maybe that will give us enough time to get our marines down into port. Okay, come on now. Can we actually land? Okay, we managed to land some. So we're going to get 2 to push in there, 5 to push back into the port maybe. Come on. Did these guys not land? Come on, push, push, push. I need you guys in. Okay, 2 more guys go there, 4 of you go there. We need this port, even if it comes to the loss of a lot of our guys. Come on. Push for the port, push for the port, push for the port, push for the port. How are we not taking this? We've taken the port. The other guys I need to get in as soon as possible. But there we go, we do have our landing, which is such a huge win for us. It's just a matter of can we keep the landing. That's really what's gonna decide it. Please, no, don't lose this. Don't lose this. God damn it, men. Get out of there. Get out of there, all of you, as quick as you can. Just get out if you can. Oh man. No. And then these guys are getting raided. Oh man. These guys are literally nothing. Look at them. The 5 Marines that made it home, there is literally nothing in them. Oh my god. This is just absolutely savage. I don't know how I'm meant to even do anything against the Americans. There's just light tanks everywhere. I think maybe I need to try and push somewhere else, maybe to Nanjing, because maybe that's where they've got their troops that are naval invading, but my god, it is just absolutely crazy how much they have to defend themselves. Gotta be doing damage to their navy at this point. I mean, look at this battle, 72 destroyers, 5 battleships, 1 battle cruiser, 64 light cruisers, 4 heavy cruisers. Like, we must be doing absolute damage to them. I mean, let's look at the casualties so far. So 649,000 to our 481,000. Now, we have failed 2 naval invasions, so our casualties are a lot higher than I think they probably should be. But yeah, we just really need to start getting ships out, I think is kind of where it's at. So really trying to focus down these cruiser submarines. I think they're going to be maybe the key, especially because they got the anechoic tiles or whatever it is, which basically means that they can't be, which means that they're just going to have a lot more attack power, I think is kind of the idea. But yeah, every time we just keep taking out little tanks like this, their units. Like, this must be pretty tough for them to take this many losses in my thought process on this. But then I guess they literally have the whole world under their control, so it probably is literally a drop in the ocean. I mean, look at how many divisions they've got. They're almost up to 2,000 divisions, the highest estimates. Realistically, they're at like 1.2 thousand probably. But yeah, like, it's just going to take so much to actually do any proper damage against them. We just need to hope that we can build up enough submarines that we can sort of win this war. So I'm going to take my submarines off raiding for now. We're going to bait them in and hope they just sort of land across everywhere. We can continue to kill units, and then yeah, it's just a matter of trying to build up our submarine fleet so we can hopefully go back out there and smash them, as well as building up our air force. We do have motherships being researched as well. So my hope is that they can give us something, because they are quite effective when they're on their own. So I'm hoping that they will be able to control the skies, take down the enemy units out there, and then obviously if we can control the sea, control the skies, we should have no issue in sort of just landing and making our plays further and deeper into the enemy territory. Okay, and here we go for our next attempt to make it to the mainland. We've got our fleet coming in to try and support us, give us some naval invasion support. We're going for Qingdao. Yes, in hopes that obviously being away from the Korean Peninsula we would have a bit more success. It does look like that may be the case here. There you go, get 2 of you to go over there, get 2 of you to go over there. And then I want you guys to come up, see if you can't maybe push for Janan. You guys see if you can't push for this supply hub as well. And then you guys go up there and go up there and just see if you can't sneak completely along. Maybe we actually pop our fleet. Maybe we convoy escort actually, just to make sure that we stay sort of with some guys in. And there we go. The men are moving out. The men are pushing in. This is all core territory as well, so we should be gaining quite a bit from actually taking this land. That's sort of my hope here. Now let's make sure they're railroading to the front lines and pushing in as soon as they can. Especially if you can just sort of push down the coast, maybe make it to Shanghai, maybe further. But yeah, look, we're already up to 4.17 million manpower, so it does look like we are obviously getting a lot in. And we're going to stick it on guns, artillery. We just want to make sure that basically we're getting loads more equipment into the field. And there we go, our planes have now come in as well, up and over, which is very good news. Come on, push them out. Yes, this is a great invasion we have here of China. This is exactly what we need. Perfect, we've taken Shanghai as well, so yeah, we've got a lot of places here now where we can sort of try and hold and do our best. Let's actually go ahead, grab another lot of our fighters and get them over. Maybe even we get some close support wings with them. And we hope that they can sort of start to do some damage on the mainland there. Okay, these guys are slowly going to move across as the convoys allow us to. Can we push up to Beijing? Perfect. Okay, you guys are going to go back in, you're going to repair, you guys are going to hopefully stay out a little bit longer, just continue to just mess with them out here. Look at that, another great name, about 114 destroyers taken out. So good. There we go, a carrier taken out as well. It looks like we might have chucked out a load of their shipping basically when we got in here, so I think that's probably what's happened there. So it's just about can we get our men across now. Look at this battle as well, 17 submarines destroyed, 2 battleships, 4 carriers, 48 destroyers. I mean, I feel like we've probably done some and here again, we've been killing so many carriers here in all these battles, and I wonder, oh, we took out their pride of the fleet as well, so is that the California? Is the pride of the fleet, or is it the Pennsylvania? I'm never quite sure. It might also be the Tennessee, the Pennsylvania, or the Carolina, so you know, some very, very good damage being done there. And then we want to get these guys onto strike force as soon as they can. How are the US looking actually in terms of Navy? I imagine, yeah, still 891 ships. Yeah, that is such a mad amount of ships that they basically have out. Okay, I'm really trying to micro now with literally 2 units, these 2 Marines trying to cut off this US naval invasion. Oh, Jesus, these guys have been cut off as well. Well, that's not good. Let's see if we can't snake our way down to them, maybe see if we can't rescue them out of here. I mean, they do have the supply grace because they are Marines. Yeah, I mean, there we go. Let's try and push back in against them as well here. See if we can't take back the ports, and then obviously these US forces will just be encircled and we'll have to rely on local supply realistically, which hopefully there shouldn't be too much of. But yeah, we just need these guys to get over from the home islands. That's really where we're falling down now, because we just don't have the convoys to bring them over. So I'm shoving everything onto convoy production. You know what? Let's even go 2 lots of convoy production. Let's just properly go for it here. We're building a hell of a lot of dockyards, so let's hope that we can get men onto them. Get yourself in there, see if you can't defend for a little bit. And yeah, we've now taken back the ports, which is very big for us, I think. Just trying to pin people here. Let's get more units across. Yes, you've got another 2 coming in. Okay, nice. The fleet is out once more, smashing up some destroyers. I mean, there's a huge amount of destroyers gone again, and we're just taking so little losses. We've managed to max our doctrine as well, which I think is really helping us here. But look at that. Another huge amount of US ships just destroyed. Let's go in, see if we can't sort of break up the supply again. Because that's realistically what we need to be doing, just taking away any supply they may have. And that should just help us beat them back. And yeah, you can see they're now starting to push into us where they can as well. We just need our men to get over from across here, so we just need to hold long enough while we get men in. And we need to just build up more men as well. Keep seeing how they battle across the way. Nice, taking out another carrier of theirs as well. That's such a nice impact to have. Oh, and their fleets come back in to engage. Can we get early hits on them? I mean, our positioning should be high. Yeah, smashing through the destroyers again. This is just our starting fleet as well that we're pretty much doing all this with. So, huge props to the starting fleet. They are absolutely cracking through the enemy. And then we'll have to continue making sure our research is up, so we're just on top of the game. But yeah, I mean, such an effective strategy there, just absolutely crushing through them with our starting fleet. Really just doing a number on their forces. The Americans continue to expand out of this pocket, although they still don't have supply to really expand out from, so it's questionable what they're even doing. Let's see if we can't get to Janan. Are they just surviving purely off local supply? Maybe we need to take up the airport, maybe they're airdropping supply in. And that mobile defence, just keep trying to go down our doctrines whenever we can. Just keep trying to get people across the island. Go on. I'd love to be able to take Korea or somewhere like that, but I just don't know if we have much promise of doing that. Okay, crush out the tank. Ah, no. We just keep losing men now. We are just a little bit overstretched, probably. Come on, help crush in so you can get to this front. Nice. And then you just snake round, see if you can't get round them completely. And you start working on into there, see if you can't just cut them off. Perfect. And there we go, we should hopefully be about to crush out these Americans now. Let's see if we can't just snake in quickly, get them away from the port. Oh, we are losing it in the south though. They are just marching in where they can. Maybe we pull back to a more defensive line, but ultimately there's not much we can do. Infantry expert, that's great. I don't have the naval supremacy as well, just due to the amount of troops they have to just be pulling in as well, my guys. So that's another one of our sort of big issues here. Okay, take that. Push in. You snake round the coast, maybe then try and push in. Push in there. divide and conquer, hopefully. See if we can't just split them there in the middle. Perfect. And then you come down, finish off that, and that's that unit of, that's those groups of Americans just encircled there. But yeah, we are starting to take some heavy losses here. Okay, so you can see here that we are pulling back our defensive units, trying to defend this little bit of China that we do own. So we're going to try and hold out here as best we can and sort of allow time for us to build up against the Americans. Their troops seem to be making their way across from Europe now, from the Americas, to defend this line. So yeah, we're now having difficulties with pushing in, but hopefully as we continue to build motherships and other technology, we should start to see ourselves managing to surpass the Americans, or at least compete with them a little bit more directly in the air, maybe in the Navy as well. But yeah, for now, I think while we build up, we're just going to have to leave this episode off here. So if you've liked the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you want to see more on this channel. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.